Hey guys, how's it going? First of all, just welcome to 2018, I guess. I know it's been a week. I know it has been a very long week. It is now the 7th of January, so we've been in 2018 for 7 days. That is really, really hard to believe. It seems like only yesterday we were just bringing in the year 2017. Yeah, 2017. Got to get used to that. Gotta get used to saying last year, whatever. Um, what could I say about 2017? It was a good year for some. It was a very indifferent year for others, and probably not so much a good year for some other people as well. Me personally, the year sort of brought a lot of family stuff, I guess. Um, in regards to oh, it's okay. So for me personally, two of my two of my good friends, one of them gave birth to a second child, and one gave birth to a first child. So it was pretty special to be involved in all of that and to be close to the families at the time when it all happened. So really looking forward to seeing what they have in the future as to whether or not there'll be more or whatever. And also another interesting and really cool thing that happened in the year is my brother, who is only 31 at the moment, got married to his long-term, um, well, now wife actually. So yeah, they've been together, knowing and going out together for about 7 or 8 years, I think. They've known each other for 5 years, I think. No, hang on. Let me just work it out. So they've been living together for 5 years. I know this only because they've got a dog who was 5 years last year. So 5 years old last year. So and they moved in together um, March of the year that they got him. So 5 years now, 6 years this year. So 2012 they actually started living together, and I think they've been going out for about 2 or 3 years before that. I'm not 100% sure. I think it may be, um, I think they might have known each other for about 8 years. Yeah, something 7 or 8 years. I don't know. Time doesn't really mean anything to me, so it might go back and forth. Like I might say, yes, this might have happened this time ago, or this might have happened that time ago, but I really have no idea. Time does not mean anything to me as far as I'm concerned. Um, but yeah, 2017 was well, okay, so it wasn't an exciting year apart from those three things that actually happened. And like I said, to be involved in those types of things is was really, really special and really, really meant a lot to me. So, yeah, other than that, not much has changed really. New Year's resolutions, I don't actually go by that in regards to making those certain promises, I guess. Promises that can tend to be very trivial and tend to be very easy to break because you make them on the whim and you say, oh yes, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or what I'm going to do, I'm going to lose weight, or I'm going to do something, or I'm going to travel more, or see more family. But do you actually really allow yourself to have the time to do that? Do you actually say to yourself, yes, this is what I am doing right now, instead of this is what I'm going to do? Because if you say this is what I'm going to do, it doesn't really give you that opportunity to actually go out and do it because you never actually do it. In fact, you always say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So you always ask yourself a question, why? When are you going to do that? When are you going to go out? When are you going to do what you want to do what you promised yourself, and just do whatever you want? For me, like I said, I don't really have any New Year's resolutions as such. As like empty promises, I guess is what you might call them. For me, as is every year, I plan to do something, continue something that I don't know. Continue something that I started last year. I actually bought myself a guitar. I think I might have said this in a previous blog. I don't know. Bought myself a guitar and I'm sort of playing around with it. So I'm not taking any formal lessons, but it does. I don't know. It's a lot of fun to learn something new, and that's what I'm planning to. That's what I am doing. I'm doing that right now. Learning something new, doing something new, I'm also doing a course, a study course through work, work covered course, which is pretty good. So it doesn't cost me a cent, but that doesn't really matter. But yeah, a work a work funded course about financial services, financial studies, which has always been a weakness of mine, which is always good considering I actually work in a bank. So, you know, figures and stuff and numbers and stuff and finance and stuff. So, yay. But yeah, I'm hoping that will give me a bit more of an opportunity to learn more within the work that I do. For some reason, they've been pushing and pushing the commencement date out and out. It was meant to start at the beginning of December, I think, around I think it was around the 20th of November or something like that. So, and then they said, oh no, your commencement date starts on the 1st of January. So, okay, fair enough. And now, no, it's the commencement date starts on the 1st of February, or around February. I don't know when it's going to start, but anyway, hopefully that would open up new opportunities for me. And this is really, really, there we go. Anyway, open up new opportunities for me to learn and grow and develop myself into the person who I am meant to be at the end of the year. And so I guess for my New Year's resolution is to learn more about myself at the end of the year and have more of an understanding of who I am. Now, that may seem rather trivial and that may seem a bit easy, but the thing is, you have to want to do it. You have to have the desire to do it. You have to actually have the need to learn and grow and develop yourself into who you want to actually be. It's not just a matter of saying, oh yes, I'll do this, I'll do that. But it's a matter of thinking, do I want to do that? Or is this something that's right for me? Um, and in a way, I guess it is, because this is yeah, this is basically all for me, and it's not anything that anybody's chosen for me. It's something that I want to do and I choose to do for myself to learn and grow and develop and be more who I am meant to be. So basically to learn more at the end or know more at the end of the year than I do now at the beginning of the year. So that's basically, I guess, a New Year's resolution in itself, but not really an empty promise as such that okay, I might do it soon. If it becomes too hard, then I'll just scrap it and start all over again. But yeah, I don't really suppose it matters. Anyway, this year has sort of started off on a good note, I guess, for a lot of people, and it might have started off on a bit of a sour note for other people, but you know, it's all how you see the world and how you choose to accept it as to what's actually happening and how it affects you in a way. There's an old saying that you may not be able to control what happens, but you can control how you react to it. If you react to it in a positive way, in a positive manner, and that benefits yourself and those around you, then that's great because of the fact that you know and you have that understanding of how what the event actually happens and how it affects you and how you can react to blah blah blah. If you choose to react in a negative way and affects you in a very negative and disparaging way, then yeah, that might help. But you've got to think to yourself, does that help me or does that benefit me in the long run? If it does, great. If it doesn't, great. Change. Just maybe say to yourself, okay, this has happened. I am reacting to it right now as I am, which is great. We'll just let it go with the flow and just see what happens. So, I guess that's really it. I don't really have much else. I did try and do a couple of recordings last week, but one of them, I don't know what I did, but one of them actually disappeared. I did record it, but it disappeared. And the other one, a vlog like this, just didn't pick up anything. It didn't pick up the sound or whatever. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this actually works. And yeah, so anyway, I'll leave it at that. And I'll see you next time. Bye.